Once your picture is completely dry, it should look something like this. You should still have some salt on your paper. I recommend getting that paper towel and just gently brushing off that salt. Now, if your paper's still wet, wait for your picture to dry some more. But if it is completely dry, your salt should be able to come off of your paper pretty easily. And then just tap it on the table, and then you can brush it off later. Now I'm still taking that moment to take off that salt. It might be a little bit stuck on your paper depending on how much water and paint you use, but that salt technique can give you this pretty cool watery texture, so you can really start to see it on my picture here. Brush that salt, but don't brush on the ground. Just brush it in a pile so you can clean it up later. So Phoebo's gonna just be using some salt for a little bit, so I don't forget to clean that up. Now I'm gonna actually go back to my markers. And you guys know how much I love these bold and bright colors. I am going to be taking my turquoise. Now you can do whatever kind of background you want. However, I'm just going to be drawing some circles for bubbles. And I'm making sure that these circles are all different sizes. In the movie The Little Mermaid, they hand drew all of those bubbles, and they said, and quite a few artists said that was quite a complicated thing because they had to draw all sorts of bubbles in their picture. So I'm adding those bubbles because Ariel is a mermaid. You can draw them big, you can draw them small, have them cropped. That's actually the only step that I'm going to be doing with markers. I'm actually going to be taking out my glitter glue. Now with glitter glue, it does take a while to dry. So what I'm going to be doing first is taking this, and I'm going to be adding a highlight onto my bubbles using my glitter. So I'm taking my silver, and be extra careful, you don't want to squeeze too hard. And I'm just going to add that highlight on the left side of my bubbles. Some of it I only need a dot. And once I am done with that, I'm just going to take my brush and just kind of spread it around a bit. I still want to keep it on the left side of my bubble to emphasize that highlight. Clean off that extra glitter from your brush if you do decide to switch to another color, because I'm actually going to be using red for Ariel's lips, not her hair, her lips. And I am going to be taking that red, adding a little bit on the top and bottom, taking my small brush, and I'm going to dab on her lips, just so those lips are pretty glittery. And then wipe off any of that extra glitter glue, because now I am going to be switching to my turquoise, and I'm not going to add it to the top of the dress. I'm going to add it to those sleeves. So I'm taking my turquoise, and with those Crayola markers you do have to be quick on using that glitter glue, or if it settles in too much, the glitter glue will pick up that color. So I'm going to very quickly take my glitter glue, spread that turquoise by just lightly dabbing and spreading that glitter. And then I'm going to clean that off because I'm actually done with my glitter glue, and I'm going to be switching to my gems. Now all of these steps are completely optional. You don't have to use glitter glue or gems. It just makes it to me look very unique and very princess-like. Now I've got these nice lighter gems. I'm just going to take those so it looks like there's bubbles farther away. You can add them wherever you want on your picture. And since I have her earlobe, I'm actually going to be taking a larger one and adding an earring. If you wanted to, you could add like a string of gems for a necklace. But I am going to be taking my gems. I've got some medium-sized ones here that are green, and I'm going to add those to her sleeves. And you can do all sorts of different sizes. That is up to you. So I'll do a few big ones, and then I'll switch to small ones. So they'll alternate. But yeah, you can get super fun and creative with those gems. But I'm just going to add them to the top of her dress here and here. So that is all I'm going to be adding for my gems. If you'd like to add more, you most certainly can. Now if your table is messy, if you've got some salt on it, just remember to clean it up. So I'm just going to take some spray so that salt can be picked up very easily. So again, make sure you clean your table best as you can, especially because you don't want to leave any of that salt on your table. And that is it for our picture of Princess Ariel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a lot of fun learning how to draw Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Please post your pictures online. We would love to see them, and we will see you next time. Bye.